just under 4 years ago, just after Altrincham had won the Northern Premier League title against Grantham in 2018. We very sadly lost one of our best known and best loved fans, Jacqui Forster. Jacqui's husband, Pete Baker, is with us today. And the reason we're talking to Pete about Jacqui is Jacqui did probably more than anybody at Altrincham Football Club to encourage women to attend football matches and football at the J. Davidson Stadium. Pete, tell us a little bit about Jacqui, what she did and how she got involved at Altrincham Football Club and how that led to her being involved in football in terms of her job.
Well, obviously Jacqui was a big Altrincham fan from a very early age. I think her dad used to take her to matches, because what you do with a young girl on a Saturday afternoon, you take them to a football match. So that's how her love for Altrincham started, and she got involved in setting up Supporters Trust, and that led her really to getting the job with Supporters Direct. Supporters Direct basically helped football fans have a say in their own club. She helped lots of big rivals like Macclesfield, Chester, Wrexham, these clubs who went through financial difficulties. She was there at the drop of a hat. That was her job, but she loved it. She loved helping other football fans. Because at the end of the day, apart from that rivalry over the 90 minutes of the game, we're all football fans, and she just loved helping out fellow fans. But that sort of ended when she was diagnosed with terminal breast cancer, 6-7 years ago, and she had to stop work. And through some friends and colleagues, they had a collection for her, a sizable sum, but she didn't really want to use it for herself. She felt a bit awkward about it, so she thought, what can I do with that sum of money? And that's how she came up with the idea of Women at the Game. So yeah, that really became a job itself for her, kept her going. And they had a launch party, and quite a few clubs took it on board. Did quite well. And obviously the aim is to encourage more women to go to football matches. It's it's a win-win for football clubs to get more bums on seats, and to get the women attendances up. It's got to be a good thing, and that was all about that really. Taking away that fear factor that women have of going through that turnstile, because it is a very male-dominated environment, football. So it was basically just that really, get more people in the ground.
So in many ways, both in terms of her involvement at Supporters Direct, she was involved right at the start of things. Things have moved on a little bit since then, still a long way to go. But in terms of Women at the Game, that was almost like a forerunner to Her Game 2 and the great work that Her Game 2 are doing now to encourage females to attend football matches and also to eradicate sexism from football and make females feel more comfortable.
Exactly. I suppose there's still a lot of sexism around, but you do notice at football grounds now there's more women involved. It's not just people running the snack bar anymore. It's actually people wanting to go and watch football. And you do notice, the percentage of women at games now is much higher than it ever used to. So it's chipping away at that old, male-dominated environment.
And of course, there are plenty of males as well that want to come along to watch a football match in a safe environment. It's not just about females.
Yeah. I mean, you look at any ethnic minorities, clubs who are in maybe an Asian environment, who are reluctant to go to games. It's not just women; it's all sorts of minorities. It's great to encourage anybody really to come and watch a football match because it's a great sport.
And I'm sure that Jacqui would be absolutely proud and delighted that Altrincham Football Club are continuing the good work that she did, and using a partnership with Her Game too, because that is exactly what she wanted. Because of course she was doing this work and encouragement during the final stages of her life.
Yes, it's. I mean, she couldn't work for sport as direct anymore because of her illness. So it really did keep her going, and she was, she'd be sat in her office just organising things, because that's what she did, great. I mean, obviously, Brian, yourself, what a great organiser she was, and that's her legacy, really.
Yeah, I mean, I think probably the biggest tribute event, or biggest event that Jacqui organised, was the Birmingham 20 reunion back in 2006.
Absolutely.
And that was one of the best organised events I've ever seen at the football club.
And that's what, that was her forte, organising things. And she's sadly missed, really, in that respect. I mean, she also got me involved with Altrincham Football Club as well. I was brought up as a United fan, lived away for a long time. When I came back to Altrincham, Jacqui got me involved, and I'm still here.
And that's a great example, because whilst we want males to encourage females to come to football, we also want it to be the other way around as well.
Volunteers.
And that's a perfect example.
Yeah, we all, I'm a volunteer now, so that's another one of her legacies. So yeah.
And it should be a great occasion on Saturday game against Wealdstone. We've got plenty of activities involved. We've got Wildcats football at half time. We've got 500 free tickets for females to come to the game so they can see what it's like. And after the game, we've got the women's development team playing at 6 o'clock. So it should be a brilliant, brilliant day.
It should be. I mean, anything to encourage more women to come to games, you can't knock it, can you really? It's great. So, yeah, see more women at games. Keep the language down as well. Big positive.